Did you say that you're not in favor of canceling visas for foreign students who commit unlawful acts against Jewish students?
I said at this time, Nexus does not have a position on that, the organization I work for. And then I went on to describe how in the national strategy, it doesn't talk about that, doesn't recommend that, and that was done in consultation with 1,000 leaders across the board and was supported by the ADL, AJC, JFNA, J Street, all of us.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into an intense Senate confrontation. Senator Josh Hawley went off on a Democrat witness supporting DEI policies linked to anti-Semitic rhetoric on college campuses, and hesitated to condemn violence against Jewish students. You don't want to miss this. Let's break it down. So, here's the backdrop. Anti-Semitic and anti-Israel protests are erupting across college campuses. These institutions, they're raking in millions in federal funding, and yet, Jewish students are being harassed, threatened, even assaulted. Senator Hawley opened the hearing with a strong stance. The Senate is finally holding a hearing on anti-Semitism. He's focused on how DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, has been weaponized. And then, the confrontation begins.
But why don't we write into the process a condition of the visa that if you assault a Jewish student on campus, you're out of here, you're gone.
If it was written in the statute and if it was broad enough to be not just be for Jews, but for all people that have experienced discrimination, regardless of who they are, I think that we should look at that. But I think until that is in law, what I'm basing this on is what the current statute says and what currently is being done.
Hawley zeroes in on a witness, Mr. Rockland. He presses him hard. Why are we allowing foreign students who assault Jewish students to stay? Why aren't we revoking their visas immediately? Rockland dances around it, says his organization has no position, but Hawley isn't having it. You're a guest in this country. You commit violence against Jewish students, you're gone. No exceptions. That moment hit like a thunderclap. You could feel the room shift.
Well, listen, I guess I don't understand the hesitation here at all. To me, this is an easy call, and I've urged the current Secretary of State, Secretary Rubio, to do this. I think he's got the authority to do it. My position is it would send an incredibly clear message. If you come to this country on a student visa, you are here as a guest of the United States for particular purposes. If you assault a Jewish student on campus, you ought to be out of here. And we ought to make it clear to people we are not going to tolerate it. We're not going to tolerate it.
Now this is where it gets even hotter. Hawley calls out DEI departments on campus spewing vile rhetoric. MIT's DEI chair calling Israel a genocidal apartheid state. Rutgers DEI coordinator telling Jewish students F*U, colonizer, and the University of Washington's DEI office labeling Israel as settler colonialist oppression. Hawley calls it weaponized DEI. He demands the witness answer, isn't it time to say this is wrong? No more pretending it's academic debate. Jewish students are not colonizers. Rockland tries to hedge, citing international perspectives and human rights groups. But Hawley interrupts, his time is short, and hits hard. Say it, condemn it, enough is enough.
I mean, my point is, isn't it time to speak some truth to power here to these people and to say that Israel is not a colonizer state. It is not an apartheid state. Jewish students are not colonizers, and this kind of rhetoric shouldn't be weaponized against them. You'd agree with that, surely.
I would say that it's wrong to blame Jewish students for the actions of the state of Israel in any way, shape, or form.
And it's wrong to call the state of Israel a colonial apartheid state.
I would say that Israel right now, a number of different human rights organizations talk about them in that sense. Personally, I don't see Israel that way. I've been there many times. I have family that live there.
This is the turning point. Hawley doesn't just want better training in DEI. He wants it gone. Why don't we just eliminate DEI programs altogether? They're promoting reverse discrimination, making campuses more divided, not inclusive. It's a bold take. Judging by the silence in the room, a lot of people are afraid to say out loud. If you're fired up, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We break down stories the mainstream won't touch. Let's keep this community growing. This wasn't just a Senate hearing, it was a wake-up call. Antisemitism isn't hiding. It's amplified by systems meant to protect diversity. When DEI officials call Jewish students colonizers, we have a problem. Senator Hawley made it clear, no double standards for hate. If institutions can't fix it, maybe rethink them. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp.